When I was doing my graduation, I was craving for the outside world. I was studying in a local college and I desperately wanted to go to a big city, big university, and get the exposure of the outside world. I felt when I go there, I'll be really happy. Sadly, it didn't happen for my master's, but for my PhD, I finally got into one of the top institutes of India. I felt now I'll be very happy. This is what I wanted all along, right? What else do I need? But there, life was really stressful. I didn't feel connected to my work. I wasn't happy. I thought if I can find a work I love, I'll be happy. So I started my own coaching business. It did give me happiness, but in business, there's a lot of uncertainty. I noticed that I was constantly waiting to sign that next client, to hit that next milestone, to be happy. That's when I realized I'm chasing happiness, but happiness is slipping away from my hands. Welcome to part 2 of finding happiness in everyday life. In the last video, we talked about 5 ways to find happiness in daily life. If you haven't watched it already, check it out, link is in the description. Now let's see what are 4 more ways to find happiness in everyday life. Next way to find happiness in everyday life is to be in nature as often as you can. Many scientific studies support that living in or near green spaces positively impacts mental health. One literature review found that having plant exposure reduced anxiety, stress, depression, post traumatic stress disorder, and improved life satisfaction, memory, creativity, productivity, attention, and self esteem. So, take more walks in parks, watch the sky, watch the stars, stand on the balcony, embrace time in nature as much as you can. If you don't have nature around you, don't worry. It's shown that even looking at the picture of greenery can make us happier. 7. Nurture relationships. For the question, what makes human beings happy, all the studies have pointed at one direction: good relationships. We are social animals, so social connections and relationships are important to our brain. I'm an extreme introvert and kind of a loner. So I understand if you too are someone who enjoys their alone time and don't have friends. I hardly have 3 to 4 friends, but I'm quite close with my family. I try to spend mindful time with a handful of close people and try to listen genuinely and be there for them. I believe having quality relationships, spending mindful time with them is more fruitful than having a large group of friends who are not even genuine. So take out some time to nurture those relationships and people close to your heart. 8. Get off social media. I cannot tell you how much scrolling is affecting our happiness. The thing is, we many times mistake pleasure as happiness. Scrolling might give you pleasure in the moment, but you might have noticed how empty you feel once you're done scrolling. True happiness is when you feel calm from within, even when you're not jumping with joy. You feel content and peaceful. When you scroll or binge watch Netflix, your brain gets a lot of dopamine. This becomes the normal level of dopamine. So, anything that's not so much pleasurable, like reading, watching the sunset, or having a conversation, doesn't make you happy. This understanding has been a game changer for me. I'm not going to lie and say I never get addicted to scrolling. I do, but this awareness makes a difference. I have tasted that real happiness of reading for an hour, simply watching the rain. I love how calm and content I feel then. I feel happy without reason or from the smallest things. So get off social media, my friend, and see how your equation with happiness changes. And the last way is to practice gratitude. If someone asks you, how is life? What would you say? I'm sure many of us will start thinking about the same boring daily routine, stressful work, not so great health, etc. etc. We are wired to notice what's wrong with our life, what we don't have. But if you want to be happy, it's important to mindfully notice what's right in your life, what's good. Gratitude might be an over discussed topic nowadays, but it is so because it works. Start making a list of 3 things you're grateful for every day. Go to basic things like running water, tasty food, electricity, healthy body, access to internet. Think, if I didn't have this, how would I feel? I promise you'll find a lot of things to be grateful for. This method definitely improves your mood immediately and makes you a happier person in the long run. That's it for today, guys. Comment and let me know which one of these do you already do and which one are you going to try. If this video made you a bit happier, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.